So let's get straight to this here, so I can keep this video short, not too long and boring. Anyway, 1.07 patch brought out a lot of new information and a lot of patches and bugs. So the money glitch got patched, so all those people who have been doing the money glitch can never do it again, for now, until a new one gets found. Rockstar is sure that they patched it, so they've made supercars and that you bought on the website on patch 1.07 and 1.08 can now be sold. So you can sell a supercar and add a 700,000 and stuff like that, which is kind of not a bad thing. Also, they have gone and patched bounties, so you can't set a bounty on someone and give them cash every second or so. Once you set a bounty on someone and give them the cash, you have to wait 48 minutes until you can set a bounty on them again, which is kind of a bad thing. So you can't really share cash with mates or friends anymore, but there'll be other ways eventually. Like, my idea of giving cash at the moment is upgrading the car, letting them sell the car, them getting about 100,000 for nothing, kind of idea, and that kind of works. So, some other things that were made in patch 1.07, there was a lot of things with speculation of races and stuff like that being added in, so you got more like money and stuff. And I went and played death matches. I got more money, and I'll agree. It was kind of weird. Like, I got 9 grand for winning, 2 grand for losing. Now in patch 1.08, they've gone and fixed that, but I'll go into that in a bit more detail in a minute. Another thing that happened in patch 1.07, they added a feature in so they could hotfix things within an hour of someone finding it. So if someone found it, post it up on YouTube, and that glitch got publicized around on the web, the Facebook, things like this, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and all of this stuff. They could go around, find out how this glitch was happening, then go hotfix it within like 10 minutes of someone finding it, or maybe an hour. But like, the new duplication glitches have mostly got patched during hotfixes. Then they're going to be fully patched during the new patch today of 1.08, which also added the new capture mode, which people have been asking for quite a while now. This was meant to be also in from the beginning of the game, and it was in the GTA Online trailer. There's been no more campaign added to the GTA Online yet, so we're all waiting and seeing if that gets added. So supposedly in January, near the end of January, the middle of January, heists are going to be added into the game. Now this is kind of an interesting thing. Maybe this is why they haven't added any more campaign bits. This might be why we haven't met Franklin, Michael, as well. Like, we've already met Trevor, we've already met Lester, so we need to know Franklin, and we need to meet Michael in the online now, and then it will bring it all together. But people are speculating on, is this really going to happen, that you're going to meet Michael and Franklin? Now, it would make sense that you would meet Franklin through Lamar and Gerald, because them guys know each other, and they're all part of the same gang. So that would make sense. Michael, I'm kind of unsure about. I would say if we, because of Martin Madrazo, we'd meet Michael like that through him. Like, Michael requests some help for some reason. Martin Madrazo near that time ended up getting pissed off by Michael because Michael wrecked his house, and then you go in and you sort things out, kind of thing. Another thing that came out in patch 1.07 was the creator, which is a good thing, where you can create your own races and create your own death matches. Now you can have 68 checkpoints in races and add props, dynamic map elements, and other things to it. And in death matches, you can basically have 4 teams. Really good, actually. You can add tanks, but the only downside to the creator, you couldn't add a vehicle respawn, so vehicles wouldn't respawn and things like that, which was kind of a downside. But you know, it's like they don't want us to do vehicle death matches, survivals and that yet. I do not believe they'll let you create your own survival anytime soon, because that'll be an easy way of Rockstar seeing, hang on, people are going to farm this for 20 grand, and people are going to make it too easy for people to get in there and just, you know, fuck around with it. Like, you could set like a fully armored bit up where the guys can get in one way and you have to shoot them that one way, and that's it. So I don't know, but I would say creating your own survival would be an interesting thing, but the only way that they'd be able to do it is they have to drastically cut the payouts on survival from 20 grand to something like 5 grand, and that would have to be on the only creator survivals, not the actual normal survival. So whichever one happens, I do not know. Now, things that have happened in patch 1.08 that people are kind of pissed about, well, and in 1.07 that main people are pissed about, the money glitch and the card duplication glitches got patched in 1.07. And another thing was that the bounties, where you set a bounty of 9 grand on someone, kill them, share the cash, and then they would get the cash and you would get the XP. Well, they went and patched that. You can still get XP from bounties, you can still give them cash. You can only set that bounty on that person, though, every 48 minutes. So basically, you can't really do much in bounties anymore, apart from just set it on random people in the lobby. Hopefully, you'll get there first, kill him, then just share the bounty. And then that'll be a good way to get XP. But my idea of getting XP at the moment would be, I would say, doing death matches. Death matches get you a lot of XP. Races actually still do get you a lot of XP. You don't see it during like the race, but when you go and finish a race, it will give you around about 3,000 to 4,000 XP if you come first, second, or third. So if you aim for that and do races, you will get quite a bit of XP and you'll level up just like you used to. So you could go farm criminal records or down the drain or dipping in and all this stuff still. So go ahead and do that. Other things that got patched in 1.08 was they've patched it so they've increased the cash payouts for losing teams in last team standing and team death matches, but also increased the cash and RP rewards for races with multiple laps. So down the drain and criminal records will get more RP than you would in a race that's point to point. So basically, Grand Tour, you wouldn't get much XP in that one, but you'll get more XP for doing down the drain, which is a lot shorter race. Cash payouts for parachuting now take points scored into account. So say if you did parachuting, got 15 points all the way down, landed it, got the max points you could, you get the most money you could ever get in parachuting, probably because you win and also because the points that you scored take into account. So you're getting a decent money for parachuting now. You're not just getting like $500 or a grand. Improved spawning for death matches where the spawns were previously very far apart. Now, personally, since I have created a couple of death matches and have become quite people like them, I would say the spawns are too close, not too far apart, because like you can turn a corner, bang, there's a guy there dead, you kill him, another guy spawns behind you, you have to turn around and shoot that guy. And stuff like that. So it's like, how can that be too far apart, yet there's everyone around you every second, so you're dying as much as you're killing. So I don't really know what they're doing with that, unless it just means some death matches kind of idea. I don't know. Small deduction to the amount of cash for the winners of races. So if you won a race and come first, or you won a parachute and come first, or last team standing, a small deduction to the amount of cash is made to increase the payouts for all other participants in the race, or the death match, or the last team standing, or the parachute jump. Whatever it is, I don't believe it's over $1,000, so that should be fine. Masks are now automatically removed during races where a helmet is required, and also removed when by default when players use the smoking animation. Now, this makes sense because I would smoke and my helmet would be still on, and my helmet would be in like the hand where my cigarette was at the same time, and it would glitch out. So that's the thing there. The purchase all ammo option now charges the full value of filling all player held weapons with ammo. So basically when you hit purchase ammo, you actually will get all the ammo, not just like you have to buy ammo separate for each gun, you'll just get all ammo. Fixed an issue where players could reach North Yankton. Now that's actually a sad thing. I thought that was kind of a Christmas Easter egg where you get to reach North Yankton, but they're going to patch that for obvious reasons. I don't know really what a reason was, because it wasn't like, I would say it wasn't really a bad exploit and it wasn't really a good one. It was fun, but there was nothing up there. Like, all you could do was explore the map, see the aliens, stuff like that. Fix issues with vanishing ammo after testing a deathmatch in creator. Now that's a good thing. Weapons and ammo would randomly disappear when you ended up in free roam in GTA Online again or in a deathmatch. When you did the deathmatch creator, when you tested the thing, when you went back into the online, you would lose all the ammo, or you'd be missing a gun or things like this, and you'd be like, oh shit, gotta go buy that gun. And then that gun would keep disappearing for no random reason. So they're gonna patch that, which is a good thing. Fix exploits of the fastest lap bonus. There was a thing in races where the fastest lap would become farmable, if you get what I mean, like it used to be in races, and if you got the fastest lap bonus, you would get a giant load of XP, and you'd level up fast. Glasses from the Beach Bum pack now appear in the adventure menu, so when you have non-glasses set, it will actually have no glasses, not like a pair of glasses on your face, because that did that to me a couple of times. The players in tanks now have more protection from other players attempting to deliberately give them bad sport ratings. So this has gone from 36 cars to be destroyed to around about, I think it's 98 I've been told, or 100. So basically, if they're in a tank, you've got no chance of just driving into them, blowing them up about 100 times. You'd have to get the whole people in the lobby for about an hour. But by that time, the tank would be destroyed because of all the damage. Bad sport timers now read properly and show the correct time left in the bad sport lobby instead of 0 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes. Now, I haven't been in bad sport, so I wouldn't be able to tell or know about this. So basically, you wouldn't, when you're in bad sport, you would see 0 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes, and be like, oh, why am I not out of bad sport? And that's because the timer was set wrong, it was reading it wrong, you still had like a day or an hour left. Fixed another rare issue, a rare issue where your character would be lost, like deleted, like character deletion would happen in the past, where a player attempted to join GTA Online when disconnected from the network. Now, believe me, that nearly happened to me. Like, I was signed in, but I couldn't access the GTA Online, and then it accessed it, and then it came up with, cannot access the cloud, do you want to continue as a temporary character? And I just went back to GTA Online and left it for a day, so I went offline for a day. Another thing would probably be, apart from the patch, would be beta crew head-to-head matches. Now that's going to be a good thing, so this is basically crew versus crew. Now you can now set up a playlist to activate this. To initiate a crew head-to-head, you'll need 2 teams for their go into playlist, and you'll need to prompt for a head-to-head beta. But note, these playlists will not be able to contain vehicle deathmatches, survivals, or any jobs require more than 2 teams. So basically, you'll be able to, Libital crew will be able to fight against a different crew, and you'll earn extra XP, and it will class it as a crew challenge, hopefully. Oh, another thing, last team standing and capture missions are now separated out in the create playlist menu, so you can now play capture and stuff like this. So it won't have a star next to it and say this is last team standing. It will actually have the last team standing symbol or the capture symbol instead of having a mission symbol. And other things, I would say the players who end a DNF are now awarded cash and for the amount of checkpoints they pass. So if you got 1 checkpoint from the finish, you will still earn cash and RP. You won't just earn no cash. Now, I will say this is about the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.